New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. Join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session at ntmedia.org/prayer. And now, it's time to pray together.
Welcome to morning prayer for Sunday, February 15th, 2026. My name is Muro. I'm a prayer practitioner with the New Thought Ministry of Prayer here on the New Thought Media Network. And I am honored and delighted to be able to spend time with you in prayer. It's such a blessing, as you are a blessing. Good morning, Mara. Good to see you. Okay, so as always, if there is anything that you would like prayer for, please know that you can always put something into the chat, or you can make a prayer request at www.ntmedia.org/prayer. And we have, in our ministry, we have a family of ministers and practitioners who love to pray and would be delighted to hold your intention. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you today. There we go. This is from Guidance for a Spiritual Journey by Reverend Dr. Daniel Lee Morgan. He wrote, "Moving up higher in consciousness and awareness is definitely the order and tenor of the times. I bless this day in which I find myself. I realize the presence of the living spirit within me. It lights my path and illumines my way." I really like this. This is a call to action. It's a call to remember who and whose we are. It's an invitation to greatness. It truly is. So, think about ways in which, as you move up higher in consciousness and awareness, how you bring a blessing to this day. And consider how the realization of the presence of the living spirit within you makes a difference. So I'll invite you to bring your attention to this exact moment. Close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever is comfortable and safe for you to do. Allow yourself to just feel the presence of the One. And so as I turn within, allowing myself to feel most deeply how connected I am to loving spirit, remembering the importance of that connection, remembering the importance of the fact that each and every one of us is indeed one with the One. And so I know that I am held in God's good graces. I know that I am held in God's love. I know that I am held in God's compassion. And I know that as that is true for me, that is true for each and every one of us. And so that awareness is key to my being able to take all of my gifts and use them throughout each and every moment of my life. When I remember the truth of who and whose I am, when I remember that I am whole, perfect, and complete, my entire experience of life changes, because the way I look at life depends upon the position from which I am looking. And if I am looking from that place of love, from that place of compassion, from a place of wisdom, I see so much more in this world. And so for me to realize this in my daily life is more than simply seeing it. It's more than simply being aware of it. To realize it is to make it real in my life. To take what I am, who I am, and whose I am, and to actually bring it into my life through my actions. So it's not simply that I'm sitting here in prayer for several minutes in a day, and the rest of the day is something else. No, my entire day is filled with prayer, because my praying is my aligning with my truth, or my not aligning with my truth if I am not staying aware of who I am. And if I drift off that mark, so to speak, that is what I might think of as a misstep, a mistake, an error, even a failure. But the reality of it is, each and every time I remember the truth of who I am, I know that there is still something to learn, something to see, something to understand, and a way to adjust. And the glory of this is that the path that is illumined on my behalf is not a path that is predetermined for me. I have free will. I get to choose. But that illumination of my path brings, as I allow it, brings wisdom, brings discernment, brings understanding, brings a greater consciousness to what is before me. And so I allow myself to open to that wisdom. I allow myself to open to that consciousness, so that I am now allowing all of my senses to drink in as much information as possible, to take that information and to work with it, to bring it into alignment with what I know to be my truth. And so if I'm interacting with someone and I'm sensing that there is this tension, I look within to see what is mine to do. If I am looking at the headlines and I'm finding myself being fearful, I ask myself, what's in that fear? Is this a real fear, or is this something that I'm thinking could happen, something I do not want to happen? The more that I look at my life from that perspective, the more I am reinforcing that fear. But the more that I consider what's behind that, what is important for me to learn in that, how is it that I can mitigate that? How is it that I can change that? How is it that I can react to that in a way that is going to provide a benefit? Provide a benefit for myself, and at times even provide a benefit for the world. Nothing that is a good choice in my life can ever be harmful to another person. Nothing that is allowing me to be on my true path of alignment with my loving spirit can ever be anything harmful to another. And so I always look within. I'm always asking, what is mine to do? I am always respecting who and whose I am. And so I open my heart, I open my mind, I open my spirit. I allow the light and the love of the One to shine in and through and as me and out into this world to bring about the best possible next right step. And I accept that there are times when moving forward is not at all what I need to do. There are times when I simply need to be where I am and to recognize that that determination, that willingness to sit with whatever is going on is an action in and of itself. But regardless of whatever actions I take, at the heart of it all is my being. It's who and whose I am. And as this is true for me, I know that this is true for each and every one of us. And so today, my prayer is for that recognition and then the realization of the recognition in my life, that taking forward the truth, bringing it into action, allowing myself to co-create along with loving spirit the greatest life experience possible for me. And in doing so, knowing that I contribute to the greatest possible life experience for the world. What a wonderful thought that is. So, today I choose to live in truth. Today I choose to live in awareness. Today I choose to live in the realization of all that I am. And so I can release this word. I'm releasing it to the law which always says yes. In confidence, in joy, in thanksgiving. And so it is. Yes, Mara, seeing through your God eye, finding that clarity and discernment. And yes, you are indeed exactly where you need to be, and you are truth in action. That's beautiful, Mara. And so it is. Yes, yes. Beautiful, wonderful, exquisite. Each and every one of us is blessed and is a blessing to ourselves, to one another, because each of us is an expression of the One. All right, folks. As always, I will remind you to always remember that you are loved and you are love. And to just allow that to fuel everything throughout your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, Thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.